In November last year, we had flagged certain concerns on excessive growth in unsecured retail loans and over-reliance of NBFCs on bank funding. Recent data suggests that there is some moderation in these loans and advances. We are closely monitoring the incoming data to ascertain if further measures are necessary. The boards and top management of regulated entities should ensure that risk limits and exposures for each line of business are kept well within their respective risk appetite framework. The persisting gap between credit and deposit growth rates warrants a rethink by the boards of banks to re-strategize their business plans. A prudent balance between asset and liabilities has to be maintained. Customer protection remains on top of the Reserve Bank's priorities. In general, we have observed that the guidelines on key fact statement, in fact, I have explained key fact statement also in the footnote. The customer protection, as I am just repeating, customer protection remains on top of Reserve Bank's priorities. In fact, it would be of interest to you that in this year's annual report, we have a separate box item which lists out the customer-centric measures that the Reserve Bank has taken. And in the same vein, we have also a box item in the annual report which has just been released recently. There is a box item on the number of regulatory measures which were taken after carrying out stakeholder consultations. And these two box items, I would encourage those who are interested to please have a look at them. So in general, we have observed that the guidelines on key fact statement are followed, but a few regulated entities still charge fees, etc., that are not specified or disclosed in the key fact statement, that is KFS. It has also been observed that in some microfinance institutions and NBFCs that the interest rates on small value loans are high and appear to be usurious. The regulatory freedom enjoyed by the regulated entities in respect of interest rates and charges should be used judiciously to ensure fair and transparent pricing of products and services. The Reserve Bank continues its constructive engagement with such financial entities to safeguard the interest of customers and ensure overall financial stability. Now, let me make it very clear that we are observing all these trends, and our focus is always to interact, to engage with the sectoral players, to engage with the individual banks or NBFCs or the MFIs and encourage them to take necessary corrective measures, because it's for the regulator and the regulated entities together. We have to work to ensure that your health, that is the health of the banks and NBFCs and the microfinance institutions, remain robust, the health remains good, and if that happens and when that happens, it's good for the economy. I am not saying that there is any big amount of problem at the moment. Overall, as I have said, let me again re-emphasize, the banking sector, the NBFC sector, the MFI sector, overall financial sector remains healthy and stable. But there are a few outliers and I was mainly focusing on them.